Hope y'all been doing good, staying strong in the spirit. Call hello, how about you, how shy for another day, to get right. Do what we gotta do. Hopefully y'all been getting yourselves right spiritually, physically, for your family, whatever you gotta do for yourself. Help build your family up. Hopefully y'all been doing that and enduring in the truth. Today's topic is just about something that I've been seeing going on in the community, and it's Israelite marriage. I feel like a lot of people rush to get into a lot of Israelites rush to get into marriage, jump into laying down with somebody because they don't want to be alone. But it's okay to be alone. It's okay to physically be by yourself, but you should never be alone spiritually. You should always have Yahweh Shem Yahweh with you in the spirit at all times. You should always have brothers or sisters that you can reach out to spiritually if you need help. You should never feel alone in this truth. You should never feel alone. Although you may be physically alone, you a sister and you physically alone or whatever, or if, you know, you, Salaki, if you physically alone in this truth, so what? You shouldn't be spiritually alone. You don't want to be physically alone and then feel like, oh, now you need somebody else to help you out, or you want to please your flesh and be with somebody else because you lonely. Like, no, that's just not how it goes. That's not how it's supposed to go. Marriage is so important, and marriage is a very big responsibility because when you get married with somebody, you're building a nation. You have to ask yourself, is this man going to help me raise my son up or my daughter up righteously, keeping the commandments? Is this man going to help me help me grow spiritually? Is this man going to encourage me and going to uplift me? Is this man going to love me? Is he going to be, there with me, or be with me through thick and thin? And the same thing you need to ask yourself, am I ready to be somebody's wife? Am I ready to be a mother? Because with sex intimacy comes children. So that's the whole point of getting married, is to have children first and foremost. Because we supposed to be multiplying. We're nation building. We're building our nation back. We're remembering the days of old, and we're training our children up in a way that they should go righteously. So when you laying down with somebody, your main goal is to not please your flesh. Your main goal is to have children. I know people want to you gotta take breaks in between when you have children and stuff, but when you lay down with somebody, your main goal is to at least have a child, so that child, yeah, you have that child physically, but that child is going to be a servant of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That child's main goal, purpose on this earth is to serve and to fear the Most High. So you got to ask yourself, am I ready to be in a position to train a child up righteously? Am I okay? Am I right spiritually to do this? That's a big responsibility that a lot of women don't even think about. You got to think about, when you lay down with somebody, you got to ask yourself, am I ready to be the mother that I need to be to raise up a son righteously? Because I feel like as a mother, I got to be hard. I'm not hard on my son, but look, you going to get some understanding in my house, because first and foremost, it's my responsibility, and I'm not leaving this earth without me. Yeah, so like, I'm not leaving this earth without nobody saying that I ain't ever teach you nothing, that I ain't teach you to keep the commandments, to fear the Most High. I ain't teach you about the things to come. No, you gonna know. It's our responsibility as mothers to get our children prepared for the things to come. Yeah, people want to just get married because you don't want to be lonely. Oh, you want to have a baby because you want to buy some cute baby clothes. No. At the end of the day, when you lay down with a man and have a baby, you are preparing. You are actually making a servant of the Most High. And a baby is a gift. So that's when the Most High gives you a gift. What can you do in return? The best thing you can do in return is to raise a child up righteously, and it's so important. Marriage is more than just sex and fulfilling your lust because you just want to have somebody. Marriage is so important. You got to really ask yourself, are you ready to be a mother? Is the man that you with, is he ready to be a father? Can y'all provide for a child? Can your husband provide for y'all? Can you help out? Times get hard in marriage, spiritually, emotionally, financially. It's going to be, it can even get hard. Somebody can get hurt physically, or willing that don't happen, but anything, Salakia, You never know what the Most High have in store for you. So you got to always think about these things before you lay down with a man. Marriage is so important. Is this man, and even if you say you a woman in the truth and you got a son, or say you got a daughter, can this man be around my? Because I don't like when people around my kids like that. I don't like when I don't know somebody and they're not around and they around my kids. You gotta ask yourself, can I leave this man alone with my child? Can I leave this man alone with my daughter? You know, can I trust him to pick my child up from school? Can I trust him to be there when, I go to the grocery store? You got to ask yourself these things. Don't just rush. Don't just rush. Take your time and really prove people. Some people will really put on a front and act like they righteous and act like they in the truth, and and then you get with them and then all hell break loose. They end up being nuts. Like, just because they see that, and it's not like this for a lot of men, but I have seen this. Like, I think a lot of men see that women, Israelite women, okay, we want to be submissive. Not we want to, but it's our role to be submissive, to be loving and nurturing, and that we got to do whatever our husbands say do, and that our husbands rule over us. So I think a lot of men might see that. Not a lot. I'm just say a few, because not all men are like this. You got wicked brothers that will see that and will be like, all right, well, bet, all right. So I'm gonna just put on this front, whatever. She gonna be righteous, and then when we get together, I'm gonna act a damn fool. So you gotta be mindful. You gotta see that person upset. You gotta see that person mad. You gotta see. So, like, that's the same thing. But you gotta really go through things with somebody when you proving them. So you look back and say, yeah, I remember what happened that time. Yep, I'm glad we overcame that. That's proving somebody, not just meeting them or somebody sending you a DM. Shalom, sis. No, prove that person. Really prove a person. Just take your time and get to know somebody. It ain't no rush. It's no rush. Being married, being married in this truth is a big responsibility, because you gotta raise children and servants up of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We building a nation. And you got to make sure that our kids, and your kids don't see the things that we saw growing up, whether it be our kid, a lot of us grew up in dysfunctional households. A lot of us grew up without the father being there, or the mother not being there, or just crazy situations. We grew up in crazy situations. So we seen stuff, and our main job and your main job as an Israelite woman is to make sure that your kids don't go through nothing that you went through, and that you truly want to train your child up in the way of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. That's very important. So you got to really make sure that the person that you laying down and getting married with is somebody that's going to lead you righteously. It's not a game. It's not about buying cute baby clothes. It's not about, oh, I want to get married and have a ceremony, and oh, I want to just do this because she got a family. And no, when you rush stuff, you're going to end up in a real shitty situation. You're going to end up in a real bad situation. I've seen it. I know it. Don't rush stuff. Don't jump into something with somebody. And a lot of times, sometimes things can work out when you might just feel like you and this person is just soulmate to whatever. It's not always the same situation, but you have to really take your time to prove somebody. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it, y'all. I just wanted to do a quick little video because it's actually bringing me down to see that, as a nation, sometimes we just don't take marriage as seriously as it should be. And I feel like we did in the ancient world. I feel like we always took marriage seriously. Like, that was a person that you was going to be with for your whole life. That was somebody that you was going to raise a family with, and your son. So my son, if he get married, Lord willing, and he going to raise his son the way that we raised him, and it goes on, and he'll learn from our mistakes, and he'll just be better, and it'll just get better down the line. And that's what we want for the nation of Israel. We don't want dysfunctional homes because you ain't take the time to prove somebody and you got them in your house. And look, we got to do better. We got to do way better. Mothers, you got to really raise your children up to fear the Most High. You got to fear the Most High. You got to do what you got to do for your children and for your husband. and stay strong in the faith. And that's pretty much it. So, hopefully this helps some sisters, especially if you're single. Look, you gotta do what you gotta do. Be single. Be single. The Most High is with you. Focus on the Most High. Don't rush and be unhappy. Most High will give you somebody. And if he don't, he don't. He just don't. Oh well. So what? Pray and fast on it. You never know what the Most High got in store. Anyway, shalom. Hopefully this helped. And I guess I'm gonna probably be making another video later on today about dressing modestly for swimsuits, because sisters taking pictures with their cleavage showing while they at the pool and stuff. And you still gotta be modest when you at the pool, when you at the beach. You still gotta have some class and honor yourself as an Israelite woman and keep yourself covered. Even if you look, all right, I'm gonna do a video on that, okay? Because we gotta get it together. We can't just be modest one day and then not modest the next day, or you gotta get it together. We gotta do better, okay? All right, so I'm gonna make a video on that. With that being said, shalom.